site for an innovative new health sciences university, Clovis had just the spot. Maybe another distinction of the last 100 years in Clovis is that we also deal in facts, looking at the world as it is, not as we want it to be. In today's Clovis, we need the new Marjorie Mason Center because domestic violence is real in our midst. If you know of it, report it. When you see its soon-to-be retiring executive director, I see her back there, thank her for her service. And when you see the Assimi family, thank them for their generous contribution in building the Clovis Marjorie Mason Center for women and children in their darkest time. Our ability to care for our own animal population is essential to a self-reliant community, and the new animal shelter under construction in our newest park out on Sierra and Temperance is evidence of that. It is also evidence of the power of individuals stepping forward to make a significant difference in this place we call home. So from the volunteers and contributors of $5 and $50 to Dave McDonald and his amazing $2 million donation, the Miss Winkle's Pet Adoption Center is almost here. A State of the City breakfast would not be complete without some facts and figures to help tell our story, so I offer the following indicators of our strengths and our challenges. The general plan update is nearly complete. Our southeast community is seeing increased activity, and we are preparing for the next development in the northwest. The city's 5-year financial forecast reflects a positive balance throughout the entire forecast period. Current community services are maintained, and we have the ability to begin to cautiously restore some of the service levels lost over the last 5 years. We will be asking our residents if we had $1 extra, what would add the most value to our city? Our reserves have more than doubled over 5 years ago, with plans to increase them over the next 5 years. Our enterprise funds are solvent, and we will be rolling back our trash collection rates instead of implementing increases as once anticipated. The new Clovis and Herndon Shopping Center, Clovis Crossings at Takahashi Farms, doesn't have many empty parking spaces on weekends. We expect that center to generate approximately $1 million in annual sales tax revenue. The city is also happy to welcome the new Clovis Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealership on Herndon, another sign that Clovis is a great place to do business. The transformation of Clovis Community Medical Center under the leadership of CEO Craig Castro has been a remarkable sight. For those of you who remember the initial locating of that hospital way out on the very edge of our community back in the 1980s, when people thought that both the city leaders and the hospital leaders of the day were crazy, it truly has been a transformation indeed. 2,500 construction jobs, as many of them local as possible, state-of-the-art technology, 500 new jobs over the next 3 years, location of their corporate offices to our Clovis campus. The hospital has added immensely to our economy and to our ability to operate as a full-service community. Safety remains our highest priority in Clovis. In 2013, the police department will acquire its own computer-aided dispatch technology, allowing us to migrate from the shared county system to our own, improving our ability to serve Clovis residents. Last year, we added 4 community service officers and expanded their work to allow our sworn officers to focus on the crime suppression that is so important in our community. Earlier this year, the Clovis Police Department joined with other agencies to lead a 30-day criminal eradication effort. Our officers made 638 contacts, resulted in 150 arrests. Working with department managers, the Clovis Police Department assisted them in evicting 49 people with criminal histories. We will never allow that broken window syndrome to take root in Clovis. Never. During 2012, we instituted several incentive programs to make Clovis the destination of choice for businesses looking to locate or relocate in our metro area. As a result of this work, the state of California is locating a claims processing center here, resulting in 400 jobs. We are proud to welcome KW North America to the former Pulco site, bringing 100 jobs to Clovis. Joining them is Nyack Aviation with another 100 jobs in that same industrial park. We are expanding the capacity of the city's surface water treatment plant from 12 million gallons a day to 22.5 million gallons a day, ensuring that we are mindful of our very precious and scarce water resources. And finally, the city has effectively recruited and utilized volunteers to extend the capabilities of our staff. In 2012, the city had 373 volunteers who contributed nearly 78,000 hours, saved the city over $1.5 million in staff costs, and provided service equivalent to 37 FTEs. Despite our strengths, Clovis is not Disneyland. I was trying to get those white twinkly lights in the tree, but I don't think that would actually do it. We have our worries. We lost nearly $2 million through the disbanding of redevelopment, hurting our ability to restore deteriorating properties, enhance our Old Town buildings, and construct affordable housing. We are challenged, along with every other city and business, with the actions of our state legislature. In addition to the elimination of redevelopment, the state legislature continues to look to cities for funds to balance the state budget, and has approved numerous bills further eroding the local control that is the cornerstone of local government. Just this week, the council began a discussion about the kind of community we want to be in 2035. We concluded that Harry would be the only person remaining up here in 2035. Side by side, and what are the policy decisions required today to get us there? Side by side with our residents, we will wrestle with the questions about job creation, changing retail trends, what to do with vacant big box stores, and how to ensure that Shaw Avenue does not become a more distressed corridor reminiscent of other busy corridors we all know well. And like all of you, we worry about our region and its slower than desired recovery and chronic double-digit unemployment. Despite our successes, we do not live in a bubble and remain committed to support other cities and our larger region in any way that we can. As we glimpse into our future as a city and as a region, let us acknowledge directly that the time has long passed in business and in government when we can be satisfied with promises instead of performance, when size defines leadership, when the way we've always done it is good enough for today's challenges. Clovis is a willing and anxious partner for improvement, but the dynamics of governmental partnerships in our valley must be based on mutual benefit and a shared commitment to the common good. We live in an age of performance. We look forward to partnering with other cities and agencies that can be present and perform. We in Clovis know that we will not move forward as a valley if regional leadership remains based on artifacts of history or entitlement or on plans, studies, and consultants, really on anything other than the ability to deliver, to perform, to add value, to continuously improve. Our communities and our residents deserve nothing less. We have much to learn as a city and much to teach. We have had successes and more than our share of mistakes along the way, and we are committed to being part of why this region succeeds. If the obligation of local government leaders is to serve today and leave a better tomorrow, then we in Clovis are lucky. We've had wonderful models throughout our history. We've had great families who planted roots here, and sometimes peaches, while always mindful of and contributing to the common good. We know that one thing all sustainable, successful, resilient communities have in common is that everyone must give to and receive value from the community they are part of. For me, for so many of you in this room and throughout Clovis every day, we receive from this community a great sense of well-being, accomplishment, and safety. By looking at results, we receive the knowledge that participating actually does make a difference in Clovis. There's an old sign I drive by when I head into downtown Sacramento. It reads, "Every day, each of us has a chance to make this a great community." That really is what's behind our new Care for Clovis initiative that we are unveiling this morning in partnership with the Clovis Chamber of Commerce. It's a simple idea, but it's the idea that we can and must all make a difference in big ways and in small. We look forward to sharing this initiative with our schools and our businesses across the city in the coming weeks. And it really is pretty simple. If you walk by a piece of trash, pick it up. Shop local, preferably something small like a car before you leave town this morning. I know any of our dealers would be happy to help you. If you put up a garage sale sign, take it down. And if you see other signs on the poles, take them down too. Volunteer. Put the graffiti hotline in your phone, 324-2426. I want you to do it before you leave. Call it when you see graffiti in our city. The police department needs all of our eyes on our city. Take a minute to learn your neighbors' names and their kids' names. See your house from your neighbor's front yard. So those are the lessons of the first 100 years and the first year of our second century. Honoring our heritage, consistent leadership, a commitment to the core competencies of local government, performance and continuous improvement, citizen engagement, remembering that our residents come first and deserve and expect the best, and that we must never be satisfied with anything less. And these are the same lessons that will guide us well into our second 100 years. You can leave here this morning knowing that the state of Clovis is strong and our shared sense of community is the reason. Thank you very much.